Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. YouTube, I got another video for you. I wanted to bring this one because as you start getting into real estate and you start to, get your foot in the door, start doing different deals, working with other agents, you're going to start seeing that some people are unethical and then some people will just flat out, treat you disrespectful and different things like that. So this one here is about ethics in real estate, and just check it out, man. If you enjoy it, hit the like button and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button now because it helps me with the YouTube algorithm, helps me get seen more. So I'd appreciate it if you can hit the like button, but let's just get into it, all right? All right, so for those of you that are brand new to the channel and you haven't hit the like button, just do it now. If you've never seen my videos before, I'm a realtor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I work for Berkshire Hathaway. I've been here 3 years. I absolutely love what I do, and I want to continue to do what I'm doing. I've been featured on one of the magazines for Berkshire Hathaway, which is amazing, and I've been one of the top 10 for my actual office, so that was a great deal as well. And now I want to be able to share my story and my journey with you guys in order to push you further, not to have you run away from real estate, but to, give you a good insight on what's going on. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. So when it comes to running your business, because this is your business, this isn't just real estate. This isn't just you're going to be a realtor selling homes. You're actually running a business, because without this, your bills won't get paid unless you have like other income or your family's rich or whatever the case may be. If your family's rich, just send me some money. But you don't want to run your business like a hustle. This isn't time to do all that and talk silly. If you're pushing it like a hustle, you're headed in the wrong direction. What you want to do is run it as if you were to mess up today, it's going to be detrimental tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So what you want to do is do the right thing today and do the right thing tomorrow, and to continue every single day to just follow along that path. And some people do falter on that. And if that's the case, this may not be the business for you. You just want to be 100% honest. You don't want to lose a client for unethical practices. And let me go ahead and get into why I'm saying that. So if you allow your business to grow, it's going to be, or it should be, I don't want to say it's going to be, it should be because of your integrity and your honesty within your business. Okay. Those two things are so important when it comes to business. And there's a lot of realtors out there that do not exemplify that, and they actually lose a lot of business, or they'll do pretty good for like a year or two and then they'll fizzle out. And I did a video about longevity. So those are the ones that won't last for the long run. They'll actually fall apart, part way through, but your goal is to last for a long time. So be honest, have integrity, and love what you do, because that's going to actually show through to your clients. And it's going to show through to the other realtors that you're working with as well. But the biggest thing is provide some value for your client. If you're not providing value for your client, then what is the purpose of you actually being their realtor? Okay. So provide value, care about your clients, give some feedback wherever feedback is needed. Be honest with your feedback. Don't go overbearing with the feedback as well, though. So I did in the last video, some people do give too much information when it comes to, this neighborhood is so ugly. You can't bash the block. You have to allow them to like what they want, and if they want to be in that area, that's where they're going to be at. So don't sit here and tell them don't go into that area because you don't like it. It's not for you, it's for them. Care about the vendors. So if you're doing an event or the vendors are calling you, meaning maybe ADT or Life Alert or whoever's calling to try to get your client, be respectful to them. Don't just curse them out, telling them to go get lost, kick rocks, whatever. No, thank you. Unless your client maybe voiced an opinion on, hey, this is something they wanted to do. then you can pass the information along to your client, and then it'll be good to go. Because what may happen is that you're going to sit here and burn bridges with these vendors, and word of mouth is going to go around. That might have been a potential client in the future, and now you've lost it. So never want to burn bridges with your vendors. Also, you want to care about others in the same industry. So this is the number one issue that I had. So my first deal, that realtor talked to me so disrespectful that I almost quit real estate, literally. The way he just called me a little boy and ignorant and dumb and all this other silly stuff, there was no need for all of that. So ethically, that's not how you talk to other realtors, period. That's not how you talk to people, period. And I should have reported him, but instead I didn't. Towards the end, once the deal was closed and he realized, yes, this is my first deal, and he kind of cut me a little bit of slack, but luckily I haven't worked with him again. If I have to, I will, but just for my client. But I would hope that I never had to work with him again. And this is what's going to end up happening is if you're the difficult realtor or doing something unethical, people aren't going to want to work with you. And your goal is to make them want to work with you. So they follow you on social media, they text you, they call you, they speak to you, have lunch with you, different things like that. You never know. Maybe you open your own brokerage, and now that realtor that you spoke to the first time, they're not feeling comfortable in the one that they're with, and then they jump ship and they come over with you. So now you've built that relationship however long ago to the point where now they trust you that much that they actually want to work directly with you. So never burn bridges with people in the same industry. Be kind to people, just period. Nice to the vendors. Provide some value for people, and enjoy your clients, man. This is their dream home, not yours. So definitely enjoy the clients. So from doing these things, or these few steps, and having that quality within you at all times, you're actually going to naturally gain more clients. So I haven't really marketed myself out there as much as I should, but a lot of people are speaking, highly of me, and that's passing my name around to be able to give me referrals and clients and different stuff like that. So doing the right thing actually pays off in this industry. Not being angry or upset when somebody doesn't choose you, still being there to support them. Go to their housewarming. It sounds very odd, but go to the housewarming events that those friends host, even though they didn't use you. It's for them, not for you. So you being there will actually show kindness and gratuity for them as a person, and that may lead you to a client actually. So if you go to that event and somebody's looking, maybe you'll be the one that's actually available. The other realtor might not show up or may not have got an invite because they're not close like that, but you did because you're friends. So now you'll be able to connect with the other individuals that are there. So just always think, like, if I'm doing the right thing and respectful and kind and courteous now, is it going to pay off in the end? And it actually does. So make sure that you represent 100%, even at somebody else's housewarming party that you didn't sell the home to, because you're going to snag their friend's family. So what brought ethics of real estate about for this whole subject for me was I was watching Maxwell on YouTube, and he had a video about ethics already. And I was just thinking, like, man, that's something that is heavy in this industry, is there's a lot of people that are unethical, with their transactions and their clients and the way they do business. But there was one thing that he said that he got from Tony Robbins. So the credit goes to Tony Robbins according to Maxwell, but this is where I got it from, Maxwell. And this is what it says is, the bird with the brightest feathers gets shot first. Meaning, if you're out here huffing and puffing and talking trash and, down talking everybody else, and you're flossing all your money and all these other things, and nobody can do what I can do, you're going to be the first one that's going to lose your business. You're going to be the first one that's falling apart. Not everybody likes that. Not everybody likes the chauvinistic kind of person that just always flosses everything they have, puts their money out there on the table just so you can see it, and their chains and their clothes and their car, all this stuff. great and fine, but sometimes you got to keep that to yourself. With me, I do postings when I do closings. I'll show the house sometimes depending on what the client is, but I've never shown my clients. I will not do that ever. That's just a security thing that I have just from being in the military. I would never show my clients on there unless it's something they want to be on. And if it's something that they want to be on, like social media or my social media, what I'll do is I'll present the picture to them, send it to them through the phone, email, or whatever works best for them. And then they can actually post it and then tag me. I have no problem with that, but I want them to have the decision on whether it's something they want to do or something that they don't want done. But ethically, I feel like that's the best move, is to allow the client to be able to control that. Their excitement is in getting the keys for the house. So I don't want to hinder that excitement by posting things. And, that's now, maybe they were hiding it from friends, family. They wanted to present it to them. But now I've put it out there, so I actually give them the opportunity for that. So some of the things that you post on social media, it may backfire, okay? So be careful what you post. Be careful how much you're putting on there, what you're saying on there at all times, because ethically, you might put too much information on your client online, and it'll get you a fine or you'll lose your license. And then burning the bridge again, you might burn a bridge with your client. So that's not something you want to do just by posting the wrong information on there. So just be mindful of what you're doing when you're tagging your clients or, making comments like that. The last thing I would say is be honest with your intentions. Okay. So even if you're an investor, if you're on the buyer side, if you're on the seller side, if you're doing a rental or whatever, part of the transaction you're on, or if you're the one that's actually doing the purchase or sell yourself, be honest with your intentions. Do not walk in as an investor and say, look, I'm here to help you. That's not necessarily the case, because what your goal is as an investor is to help you, help them, and then get a transaction out of the whole thing. So just be honest with that. Let them know, look, we're all in this together. It's going to be the best for both parties, not just for you. I'm not here to give you $1 million and then I'm sitting here upside down. No, we're gonna work this out so we both have some kind of agreement, and that's that. As a realtor, being on the buyer or seller side, be honest with your fees. So don't try to hide fees. Don't try to sneak stuff in there. If there's a fee that the client has to pay, be honest with them. Make sure you know all the HOA, all the transfer fees, all the inspection fees, the appraisal fees, whatever the cost associated with the home is, please let them know. If there's a cost associated with using you or some fees by using you, let your client know up front, because you want to allow them the choice to say yes or no on whether they want to use you or not. Hiding those, it's not a good deal. It's not a good look. And your client's going to actually feel that within the transaction. Or if something is not going correct, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to do best by telling your client exactly what's not going right. And then by doing that, your client is going to have more trust for you. So hopefully this is something that'll help you out in your business. If you've started, if you haven't started, or any kind of business that you're in, it doesn't have to be real estate. Just be honest with your intentions. Make sure your client is always in the forefront and it's not you and the income. If it's you and the income, you're going to put your client in the back, and then they're going to feel that. They're not going to feel like they're trusted, they're loved, you're not patient with them. Like, different dynamics change. So with that being said, man, I enjoy each and every one of you guys. Please continue to watch and support my channel. If you have a channel, put it down in the bottom. If you made it to the end, write Shamrock at the bottom, hit the like button and subscribe. I love you guys, man.